Bring on. 100 on the board. It's been hard work. Got there, Sri Lanka, for the loss of 3. Well, high performance center just behind us, Amir. Some wonderful facilities. This is the new Indo net, some nets. The back there. Whatever you need to develop your game. Fast bowlers nets, spin bowling nets. It was opened recently. Sri Lanka cricket doing their utmost to enhance the facilities for not only the national cricketers but for all those in the development pathways to better their game.
Yeah, these facilities are necessities nowadays. And these facilities provided to make sure that the players' development is not arrested.
Good hit in the gap, but it spins around to overturn.
Must have picked the googly on that occasion. Dhananjaya, that's why he opted to whip the ball on the onside.
It was the wrong end, but he was trying to hit it over mid-wicket. But that's what happens when the pitch is slow. You tend to drag it squarer. That's pitching outside leg stump. 102 for 3.
Book a virtual demonstration with Cooker and experience the benefits of instant 100 degrees boiling water from the comfort of your own home. Cooker, the tap that does it all. Would you look at that? An EV with up to 10 years warranty and optional 4-wheel drive. Search new Suzuki e-Vitara.
.34-run partnership. Power play 2, 16 overs, 66 for 2 Sri Lanka. Both batters have got starts. They've been out there for a while. Dhananjaya De Silva's faced 38 deliveries, Asalanka 24. When it's slower, you cannot afford to let a new man in because he'll take time to get used to the pace. The responsibility is on these two. Different skills. It's not a dirty turn. It's not a pitch that a spinner can blast you out. I like this field. The slip, the catcher on the drive. That will actually try to make the batter play against the turn. That easy punch down the ground has been stopped. So Harry Brook constantly proactive in trying to eke out a wicket. Did mention it's not a pitch to blast the opposition out, but it will test different skills and your understanding of moments of the end of the pace of the game. Leg slip in place.
The wrist spinner rush at this ball with the right pace. He's not afraid to flag the ball. And has looked dangerous.
Yeah, he knows what pace to bowl at. And he's constantly looking for wickets. That's his mentality, and that's what Harry Brook and England want from him. I think in the first ODI, it was Rashid who picked up Asalanka playing the sweep shot. Correction, it was Rehan, the other leg spinner. So they got that leg slip not exactly for the glance. That's Dhananjay De Silva, dismissed by Rashid. Mr. Full toss. But to stop him playing the paddle sweep, those are his go-to shots.
A very tidy over so far.
Oh! 51 balls since the last boundary for Sri Lanka. 105 for 3. Sanat Jayasuriya, the edge of his seat. In his playing days, he had targets. Always. 40th over, you got to be 200. He gets very edgy. That's the number that makes him kick on. So Sri Lanka well away from the 200 mark here. Bowlers being given those short spells. Jacob Bethel. There have been a few moments. Ball spinning. Got to ride your luck as well as a batter. Will Jacks, he spell a while ago. How close was that to the post? He's sticking to 2-3 over spells, just not letting the batters get settled. Constantly changing them around and also keeping the bowlers fresh. Even though you're a spinner, you want them to exert energy, bowl it into the air. Deep square leg mid-wicket, 5-10 meters in from the boundary line, just in case a top edge comes by, because it's the sweep shot is the go-to. Clever from Asalanka. Outfield very quick, gets a boundary. It's been 55 balls since we heard the crowd roar for a boundary.
Has been a long wait for Sri Lankan batters to find a boundary. Had to premeditate, had to take a bit of risk to be able to score a boundary here. Bound on that occasion really helped the left-hander.
Little bit of pace on offer, almost at 90 Ks from Bethel. The sweep pushed Rashid final. Hence the opportunity for a single. But Amir, that was a bit of a lolly, wasn't it? This is the boundary.
Yeah, the length was appropriate as well to employ that stroke. Single to end the over. It's 1-1-2 for 3.
With Funding Circle, you've got a team behind you. We are drive.
Grit keeps us in the game.
We are resilience.
Backing helps us go the distance.
We are opportunity.
Funding turns chances into results.
With fast, fair and hassle-free finance, we back businesses to win. We are Funding Circle.
You don't say Lotto. It's a conspiracy. No one ever wins. It was me, and it could be you.
Hold up. Lotto from the National Lottery.
$112 for 3. It's been a grind for the Sri Lankan batters. They haven't really been able to break free as such. England continues to bowl with a slip. And spinners have been very effective. Look at Rashid into his 6th over, just 1 for 16. Maybe 1 wicket, but it's the way he's bowled, Harney. He's been brilliant.
Yeah, he's been very good. Has Adil Rashid. He's been backed up. I think England have bowled well from both ends. You look at the trajectory from Adil Rashid there, the difference, always keeping the stumps in play.
He goes so wide, and this time runs just the width he was looking for, but didn't have the pace. See, that's what Rashid hasn't been giving to the batters. Maybe a bit of width, but hardly any pace.
Yeah, hardly any pace. That one's gone through a little bit quicker, and I think you see the trajectories. The graphic 42 trajectory. That one there has gone a little bit flatter than it is. It's just a little bit width, so you can use the pace.
And also tends to go pretty wide in the crease, doesn't he, when he goes round the wicket bowling to the left-hander. Such a clever operator, I'll tell you. I've seen him bowl on previous Sri Lanka tours, and he just seemed to understand exactly. That's what we were talking about, the leg spinner and the slider, and the difference between the bounce and the leg spinner is slightly higher. Short delivery, slow off the pitch. So Dhananjay doesn't time it, but they'll get a couple.
This time, trying to bowl it a little bit quicker there. Just dragged it down to Adil Rashid. England have done well. The angles inside the ring have been good. And the boundary riders, a lot more polished England's performance, I think. These 28.5 overs so far. End of the 29th over, Sri Lanka 118 for 3. Seven bowlers used by England. Here's now coming number 8, Joe Root. Adil Rashid, probably in England's pick of the bowlers, 1 for 21 off his 6. He's bowled 6 overs. Dawson 5. Who also has bowled very, very well.
See, we've just seen a 50-run partnership of 71 balls. Root it is. Oh, third! The first delivery. That's interesting.
Big turn as well. Big turn from Joe Root. Round the wicket. Slow turn.
Oh, bold. This is the challenge. This is exactly what Joe Root was talking to you about.
Yeah, I spoke to Joe before the game, and he said that the challenge of the surface was the odd one was turning big. So coming out of your crease and taking a risk off the big shot, the inconsistency of the spin was hugely evident on Thursday night.
See, with Root coming on and bowling a few overs would mean that England will not go back too much to the faster bowlers. They'll want to try and bowl spin as much as they can. If that's stating the obvious.
Well, I think on Thursday night, we've seen Curran and Overton bowl a lot in the middle overs. Again, there, that one just slid on from Joe Root in the angle. We've seen Curran and Overton have to bowl in the middle and then bowl at the death. I think what's happened here, having Jacks in the team and now Root, might not need them seamer overs. But I think what also potentially could happen. It frees up somebody like Liam Dawson and Adil Rashid to bowl a bit later. Liam Dawson bowled his 10 overs. I think before the 45th over on Thursday night. I think that cost England a little bit, so he can free up the ball at the end. 119 for 3.
With Funding Circle, you've got a team behind you. We are drive.
Grit keeps us in the game.
We are resilience.
Backing helps us go the distance.
We are opportunity.
Funding turns chances into results.
With fast, fair and hassle-free finance, we back businesses to win. We are Funding Circle.
Right, 119 for 3 in 30 overs. Sri Lanka scoring at less than 4 runs an over. So at the current rate, 198, that's not enough. I think they need to be looking at maybe 230, 240. Rashid continuing. So Adil Rashid is into his 7th over. It'd be interesting to see how Harry Brook uses him. In what stages of the game. Whether he'll be held back after this over and maybe bring him on in the last 10. Well, dignitaries in the president's box. We got the CEO, Ashley De Silva, and of course the directors from the England Cricket Board, the ECB. They're all here. Ashley De Silva at the extreme, CEO of Sri Lanka Cricket. See, one thing in the favour of the Sri Lankan batters have been the slow turns. They've been able to adjust. Even that delivery wasn't all that short, but allowed Sri Lanka to get on the back.
Yeah, it's slow turn that they can adjust, but they can only sort of put it in the gap, get singles. I think the inconsistency of turn is making them sort of go for their big shot, take more of a risk. Is hugely against the bat's favour. So I think that is what is making the game go a lot slower than what it did the other night. I think this will be the challenge for Harry Brook, whether he keeps Adil Rashid going now. Quick single. Bit of ball watching, not watching theirs. Jacob Bethel throws it past the stumps, and there's another run on offer there. 121 for 3.
Now, this is a story that will kind of tell you that batting hasn't been easy. I mean, if you look at the runs versus balls, you would expect, particularly in the power play, that batters would look to try and take the bowlers on, look for boundaries. Not in control again, but he might split the gap. He does! Would you believe it? A boundary after 20 deliveries. They've been waiting for a long time. That's only boundary number 9 for Sri Lanka. And Dhananjay gets it.
Yeah, just dragged down from Joe Root. Dhananjay with back in his crease. Heart might have been in his mouth for a second, going towards Adil Rashid, but
more runs here. That's another boundary. Useful runs here. Root round the wicket. The previous one was a drag down. That was a poor delivery. This time going fuller. but it's the line. And Dhananjay getting it right almost behind the keeper.
Yeah, the line from Joe Root is what it'll disappoint him. Lengthwise, not too bad, but a good shot, a very, very good shot, well weighted from Dhananjay. He's just waited that little bit split second longer, and he knows the line, so he can help it round the corner. Two welcome boundaries for Sri Lanka.
Yeah, but at the moment, the rate of scoring is 4.1. So it's a surface that will demand that the batter works for its runs, crafts his runs rather than looking to blast it. As we go deep into the game, it'll be interesting to see whether batting will continue this way or things will start to kind of get a little bit worse.
And that's where the man on your screen there, Harry Brook, you might have to have a look at England's batting order when it comes to facing probably the best time to bat, and this could be against the new ball, so England might want to send more of a caresser in at the top of the order to utilise when the ball is hard. Probably the best chance for scoring more frequently.
Single off the last ball. Sri Lanka 132 for 3.
Nothing feels like the all-electric Mini Cooper. Nothing looks like it, or corners like it. Now with 0% APR. The all-electric Mini Cooper. Book your 24-hour test drive today.
132 for 3. We talk of the ideal pace for a spinner to bowl on different surfaces, and we did see the degree of turn that we had in that first game, and this game it's different, and it's got better for them. Now look at that. Now I remember below 80 Ks even in the previous game had more turn. Now here it's 5.5, and throw it a little bit quicker, it comes down almost by half. But that's why you would see Adil Rashid looking so good, where he was throwing it up, he was looping it and getting that kind of a turn.
Yeah, and I think the dialogue between Adil Rashid and Rayan Ahmed, I think, is being crucial, because I think Rayan slowed his deliveries down.
Oh, trouble. Now, how interesting if that was a direct hit. Where was the batter?
Batter had given up for all money. I think the England captain throwing the ball at the stumps. I think he had a little bit more time than he thought. I'm not sure. The batters, I give up. Oh, that was close as well. He wasn't far away. England, no. Hands on heads. England, no. That was a big moment in this contest. Getting a wicket there, giving a wicket there, breaking this partnership is huge.
Now, the other thing about that run was that I didn't see Dhananjay looking to try and ground his bat. He was looking to reach out with his leg. He was virtually trying to jump or trying to accelerate, but he was not using that bat. The coaches would tell you, look to ground it so that you get that extension.
I think he's that far short. I think he's that far short of his crease. I think he's taking evasive action. I think the ball's gone past the stumps. He's trying to get out of the way of it, yeah.
Yeah, you may be right, but certainly he was nowhere close on that occasion. Is that tossed up? Is that taken? I think he has. So Dawson strikes, thrown up. Dhananjay De Silva looking to try and go over the top, finding the fielder. Sri Lanka lose their 4th wicket at a crucial stage.
Again, the bowler finds the right pace, taking the pace off the ball, making the batter put everything, all the effort into it. Dhananjay has just just clossed it straight to Joe Root. A good low catch. Massive wicket for England. Sri Lanka had a bit of a reprieve, the ball before. Possibly should have been a run out. This time Dhananjaya has just found Joe Root. Come for a well-made 40. Sri Lanka 134 for 4.
Introducing the Kia EV5. Open a world of discovery with the Kia EV5, the all-electric family SUV. Kia, movement that inspires.
Sleep in the best beds in the business. Wake up ready to take care of yours. Get better sleep for your money. Premier Inn.
Right, it's been a success. Scored by Root of Dawson. Janit Lianage. Very impressive record, I'll tell you. 44 runs shy of 1,000 runs. He's already got 107 50s. Good average as well. Another look at the cricket.
Yeah, just pressure that England have started to build. Started with Rashid. Dawson, very experienced bowler as well, taking the pace off there. It's a good catch from Root.
Right, now he's out here with a mission. He's not going to be tied down. Straight away makes a statement. I like that. I really like that. But he's got to be cautious, but it's a good start.
Yeah, very good start. Been watching from the sideline in the dugout, seeing that England have taken pace off the ball. And their spinners are bowling that little bit slower. And just a little touch above the eye line there. And again, down the wicket. He was in control, he got there early.
It's a good over. It's a very, very good over. 6 runs and a wicket. 138 for 4. Dhananjaya made a 40 of 58 balls. That was a good innings. That was a really good effort. And just steadied that middle order. 138 for 4. Sri Lanka's left with 17 overs. Janit Lianage, after the way he started, came down the pitch the first delivery. But what will be Sri Lanka's approach now? Lianage, obviously, with that first delivery, seemed to show that he's not going to be too defensive. Now, this will be an interesting contest. Lianage versus Rehan Ahmed.
Yeah, I don't think England will mind that single. I really don't. It's whether Lianage can come. Just Rehan Ahmed's pace, the way he bowls, the way he mixes it up. Is he easier to come down? Probably not. So will he try not to play the big shot from the crease?
See, the key will be for Lianage to pick the right bowler, right? I don't think going after Adil Rashid would be a good idea. But Rehan Ahmed, yes, that's an option.
Yeah, 100% agree. And I think what we've seen there straight away was mid on and mid off, went to long on, long off to give Rehan Ahmed a little bit of protection. So he can get into rhythm by hitting the ball down the ground.
This is good cricket, and also making him bowl to bowl the right and left-handers. And what Sri Lanka has done, would try to do, is get rid of those close men. They had a slip, a short extra cover, short mid-wicket. Lianage on strike. And he goes with a sweep. That's another area that he opens up and comes back for 2. Clever batting. Really clever batting. So Rehan Ahmed, you go full, you get driven down the ground, and then the sweep shot. So makes the bowler think.
It was well executed as well. Again, bowling slower, has picked the wrong one. Good from Lianage.
going to get runs. I thought he'll look to take Ahmed on, and he's doing that. And he's already got 9 runs of 5 balls because he's come out with a very positive intent. That's seen with the way he's batting because Sri Lanka needed that at some stage. They needed some urgency.
Yeah, positive intent and a little bit of luck. The run down the wicket was controlled. Sweep shot before was in control there. Not as controlled. England won't mind that. Could easily have gone to Adil Rashid at short fine leg. Big last delivery this for Rian Ahmed.
We will get a single. Oh no, they won't. In fact, I thought there was one. Sri Lanka turned him back. It's still 9 runs off that over. 147 for 4. $147 for 4. There's some urgency, some injection in terms of urgency by Janit Lianage. They're enjoying themselves Sunday. And who's complaining about the sun? Right, at the current rate, 260. Now Sri Lanka might be looking at 243 at 6 runs and over. It's Dawson into his 7th. This is an interesting partnership, particularly when you look at the approach. Sri Lanka more cool, calm, collected. Short delivery, only a single. It's Lianage who's looked to take the spinners on. And I can tell you that he's very good against spin. Just look at how far he comes down the pitch. Takes on the spinners, not afraid to use his feet. We're talking about the first ODI. Down the track. And the sweep as well. Don't see him getting too far back, but he's very good to get on the back foot. Or front foot rather. Really runs down the pitch, take the spinners on. Always, indeed. That's the hallmark of a player who plays spin well, using the crease.
It is, yeah, using the crease, but it's also, we've seen in that little package there, his momentum's going forward, his chest is going into the ball, his head's still but going towards the target. So he's not getting caught on the crease. And he is in a position to hit it. He's got more chance of making a good connection rather than we've seen some of the dismissals in this innings on a slow surface. When the weight goes back, the ball goes up in the air.
Bit of leading edge that time. That's good bowling. Very clever. That pushed through a little bit quicker by Dawson, but just look at that closest the face a bit too early. Bit of grip that time. Single down to long on. So what Lianage has done is his approach has taken those close catches away from the equation, and now fielders push back a little bit. Long off comes in, but tip point on the boundary and 3 on the leg side boundary. That's good running. The 150 is up. And 35 overs are done. Sri Lanka going at 4.29. 150 for 4.
So exactly 150 now for 15 overs left in this Sri Lankan innings. Chatter starting as to where they'll get to, how they'll get there. Still a lot of spin to come, I'm sure, but we have some pace back into the attack right now with Jamie Overton. Nicely timed, full, slightly wide, nicely timed, straight to Rian Ahmed out on that cover boundary. As many options almost as possible used today by Harry Brook. 8 men have had a go so far. And then Josh Butler gets a go. It's like those little club games, little village games. Everyone has to bowl at some stage.
Yeah, one feels the reason why captain of the English side was impelled to introduce a pacer here because Lianage was batting with intent against the spinners. And let's hope this move works for the English captain. Oh, nicely worked away, but what a catch! What a catch that was from Adil Rashid. The ball was dying on him, dived in front in time to grab that one. Brilliant take.
Yeah, full credit to the catcher there, Adil Rashid. Had to judge it almost instantly. Those are the hardest things, to judge the flight, judge the carry. And he did really well to get his hands underneath it. This is a little bit of good fortune for Jamie Overton. It was just slightly offline, flicked away. Almost flicked away with too much timing, but that is a great catch. That's a very, very fine catch. Those are mighty tough to take out there. So maybe a spot of good fortune, but great catching by England there. Just had to make sure he got his hands underneath it. Well, once again, that helps stem the flow. Just checking it, the umpires review to make sure that hands underneath, and it is indeed out. So Lianage goes for 12, a brisk 12 from 11. The move works for England. It's now 151 for 5. And thirsty times, it's drinks.
You've watched him rise.
What now? Now watch him headline. Two of the very best. It's all on the line.
What a fantastic matchup. This card stacked from top to bottom. I cannot wait.
Nostalgia? We don't get nostalgia.
Buckle your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen.
UFC 324. Live only on TNT Sports Box Office.
With Funding Circle, you've got a team behind you. We are ambition.
Our backing makes the difference.
We are resilience.
When the hits come, we bounce back.
We are opportunity.
With support, half chances become game changers.
With fast, fair and hassle-free finance, we back businesses to win. We are Funding Circle.
I know you're wondering, what next? I see love on your horizon. And a trip to a strange new land. The child within you will awaken. And you will meet your destiny.
Oh, you took your time.
What will you discover next?
Made for getting your imagination going. Made for giving you all the options. Made for helping everything slot into place. Made for making the kitchen you've been dreaming of a reality. Wren. Made for living.
Hello, I'm Dara O'Brien. You probably remember me from the comedy television show Mock the Week. Oh, remember that? Great times. Well, I'm here to tell you about a brand new show on TLC, full of the funniest comedians doing topical jokes about the week's news. We're going to call it Mock the Week. Yeah, it's Mock the Week. We're back, baby. Back from the dead. They said it wouldn't happen, but the party never stopped.
Brand new Mock the Week starts Sunday the 1st of February on TLC.
Very handy nonetheless. Top score of the day so far, Dhananjay's 40. So a few views of what you can see in and around Sri Lanka. The sea's, of course, vibrant with action. Sport a big thing here, cricket especially. Very beautiful island, many opportunities. And tourists always welcome, of course. There's plenty here from the UK for this game. So 151 for 5, 4 balls into the 36th over. The new man is Ratnayaka. So it's certainly a move that worked, as Ame was saying, change of pace to try and stymie Ilianage. And it worked, somehow. So that's helped away. His leg side, just had a little bit of contact with it. Although the batsman, Ratnaik was moving that way to start with, he was still able to get bat on ball, still able to get it away for 4.
The other bowler tried to follow the batter who was backing away from the leg stump. Just because he was outside the line of that delivery, that enabled him to place that ball in that direction for a boundary. He's off the mark.
Yep, no run. Thought about it for a second, no run there. 36 gone, 155 for 5. Dhananjaya de Silva's 40 from 58 balls has been the highest knock of the day so far. Sri Lanka behind him on 37 still. England keep ringing the bowling changes. It's Jacks again. Two in the right place. Sensible running, just a couple of dot balls looking to try and rotate. That's some of the things that Harry Brook was talking about for England. Now this is the flick that ended up in Adil Rashid's hands. It's a great catch. Still say it's a little fortunate from the bowling point of view. It just seemed the shot was certainly on. Instinctive flick. Didn't quite get it wide of the man in the deep. As a batsman, you'd have felt they go off the bat rather sweetly. You think, oh, I've got that. Then you watch the ball, the flight of the ball, you see Adil Rashid pop up, not quite from nowhere, get his hands underneath him. It's a very different story.
Fielding made a huge difference during the first ODI. And that was the major factor in Sri Lanka's win. And in this game, English side has raised their game in the field. Now fielding has backed the bowlers completely and fully.
Yep, catches like that certainly make a difference. Yeah, moved just a fraction too early. Man of the match previous game with Alligate. It was fireworks right at the end of the innings. 23 runs for the final over of the Sri Lankan innings on Thursday early evening. Made a big difference. Plus his bowling, catching. $157 for 5.
এই অবস্থার নেই কি বান্ধব কে নাই এদিকে অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট